the front wheel pivot. Explaining how to do a front wheel pivot is maybe not that easy if you just try and tell someone about it. But if we put it into sequence in a 90-degree angle, or more so, even a 180-degree angle, or an acute angle, you will see the benefits of it and how it can really work. Once again, it's a technique that it pretty much sets you apart from the average rider. And just take a little bit of time. It's quick to learn, and it'll help you an immense amount. Front wheel pivot. What this incorporates is hitting the front brake and getting the back wheel to come around the front wheel. So it's pivoting on that front wheel. Brian's going to explain to us step for step how it's done. It's vitally important in technical riding, specifically for events like the Roof of Africa, where you have switchbacks and tight little corners. Well, Brian's going to explain how it's done and step for step what he does in it. Brian, if you can first of all tell us, how do you use it in your riding?
You know, I use it a lot when I want to change directions quickly when I'm on a steep downhill. So I often see guys that get to a situation like that, and they get off the bike, pull the back around, pull the front around, pick the bike up, fall over sideways trying to do it. Whereas, you know, if you just knew how to do this, all you're doing is using the geometry of the bike
100%.
to maneuver the bike around yourself. So just pivoting the bike around yourself, or pivoting the bike around the front or rear wheel, whichever way we're doing it. So on a situation like this, where we're coming into a really tight corner, a right-hand corner, where there's no ways you could actually do the physical turn.
Yeah.
What you would physically do, and I just hope that we can explain this properly, in terms of we're not actually doing a stoppie.
Yes.
So we're not stopping, bringing it around. We're stopping, using holding the front brake, compressing the front forks, and pivoting the back of the bike around the front wheel, or around ourselves.
Okay.
So it's a much slower move to a turning stoppie. But the best thing about it, of course, is that we're going to save energy, number one,
100%.
and number two is that we're going to be able to do a much tighter turn in a much shorter time.
100%. Now, in doing that, I was just listening to what you were saying there. Do you use your hips to pull it to the side?
Yeah, I think you obviously you use your core a lot. So
Yeah.
we lock in the front brake, compressing the front forks, and then we actually completely twisting the bike
To the side.
around ourselves. So we're using our core to pull the bike around in the direction that we want to go.
100%. And once again, guys, we've said it all the time, and I know we've had comments about this on the actual channel, but it's about efficiency. That little bit of time taken and that little bit of mastering the maneuver can save you such a lot of energy and make it so efficient. Brian's going to do it step for step. He's first going to show us how the average person does it, and maybe that's you. Maybe I did it. But just look at it and take it into your riding. It'll help such a lot. If we look at Brian's body language over here, as we've tried to explain in the actual talking and explanations on it, just look at the energy that's being used, and also the possibility of losing your footing. It's just so inefficient. I know everybody loves that term when we use it, but it is inefficient. And you really, really used a lot and exerted a lot. But it makes it so smooth when you do that. If you notice his clutch and brake, always clutch and brake. Look at that, look at his back tire. Did you see that? I don't know if you quite saw that, but he had it on power. So as he leaned down there, look there, whop, gets the clutch up with the power on. Note, the power was on. That gives a little bit of a kick into the back tire and makes it that much more easy to pivot. And off he goes. It's so smooth.